got a whole lot of new money though. Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't trust nobody with the trick, nobody. All of the gang and they coming to gang. Got me a river to do with my
What is going on, everybody? Man, Scooby's fucking electrically excited.
Fired up
and
already.
Dude, I'm so fired the fuck up, man. Hearing those songs today, cooking everything up for this fucking first day of the preseason in the NHL. We are so stoked that you guys are. I know. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm buzzing, baby. I'm buzzing.
We also have a not a Mush bang. We appreciate Mush hanging out with us today. My name is Sweatpant Jesus.
Shaggy Bets.
Musharelli, not a mush. How you doing?
How ya fucking doing? How you guys doing out there in chat? What's going on? Sandy, brother, I don't know how you fired off 100 bets this morning, man, but Godspeed
Dude.
to fucking
On an
you.
8-game slate, too.
It was electric. I don't know if you guys were able to catch
I've
some
been
moments.
tuning
I
in.
think
Yeah.
I think a lot of us were in there, but I mean, dude, Sandy gets me so fucking fired up, dude.
Watching this motherfucker hit Matt Olson hit a home run, and like
Yeah,
watching his
right.
like AI guy hit a home run, and he was like, "Let's fucking go!"
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, dude, just that's how Sandy is too, man. Like he is genuinely hyped up. I mean, it was a $5 bet, but the bang,
All that
like,
matters, man. You won.
It gets me, man.
Hey man, $5 bets on fucking home run plays absolutely pay. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro. Having the
Heard we're
whole,
talking ball.
oh, dude, it's time, man.
We're gonna
It's
try to.
time. It's time.
We're talking ball. What's up, DC Bets? Appreciate you stopping in the other day talking with the lady ballers. Today we're going to talk about the gentleman ballers, and we're going to talk about the oblong shape thing. That is almost back, baby. So excited. We appreciate you guys kicking it with us today. We have no NZ today. Sad times, unfortunately. But we've got a Mush bang. We've got a Shaggy bang. And you got to deal with me. As we talked about previously, we're going to get in the lab today with you guys. We are going to be cooking up a season-long entry in the NFL. We've been in the lab. We all have our individual plays that we are going to throw in this entry. But then the rest of it is going to be cooked live with you guys, with us. We're going to find 3 more squares between the 3 of us and between all of you guys in chat. And we're going to cook up something that's going to absolutely smackaroony. I was saying to Shaggy before we got started, I've actually not been a big like futures, like long-term whole season type of better. So I'm pretty stoked for this experience. It's gonna be pretty tight. I'm excited to put it together with you guys and dabble in this lab, sweat out something for the whole fucking season. It's gonna be awesome. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Seems like a safe spot to secure some funds until February.
Definitely.
Yeah, you know, throw a little unit on it, a little quarter unit, a little half unit, however you guys bet, and just watch your stuff cash in February.
Interesting. Interesting. I'm not going to tell anyone to on how to live their life, but mentally, I'm ready to probably put 2.5 units on this motherfucker.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, come on.
First.
If it's a long-term investment, I'm not going to put $50 and just sit and wait.
Mush
But
came
then again, I'm not telling you how to live your life. That's me, baby. I'm here to gamble. It's NFL football. I'm done with my unit being the size of like a round of drinks. My baseball unit is like $33, $44. The angel numbers. I know that SPJ gets me. And but we're back in football. We're back to 100 for me personally at minimum for the unit. How you doing, Lando?
Fine, Mush. I'll nuke. I guess.
Convinced.
But before we dive into that, we're gonna play a little game. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna get smash or pass, and I think that you guys are gonna enjoy this one today. So let's go. All right. So for smash or pass today, unless you guys have been living under a rock, you know who this fine lady is right here. If you guys don't know who this is, she has become very famous by her TikTok video where she talked about going on a date with a sports bettor, and it was basically a catastrophic date for her by the guy. And then he responded and came back and said that he was sweating out a bet that was a parlay. All I only needed was a Mookie over 1.5 bang, and he got a home run while he was on the date. And that was why that happened. And he finished the video so awesomely by saying she really needed some aloe vera, so I gave that to her too. Homegirl was burnt. But anyway, burnt. Anyway, all right, so you guys have seen the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up 3 pictures of events that you can go to, and you're going to tell me whether you would smash on checking if your bet's going to go through, or if you would have to pass based upon the event and where you are. Obviously, in chat, please drop whether you would smash or pass, depending upon what your situation is in the moment. So, number 1, none of us have kids, but just imagine you have a 5-year-old and they're having their birthday party. And you have that parlay that needs Matt Olson over 1.5 TBs to cash a Rooney. Are you guys smashing on checking that score, or are you passing to pay attention to little Timmy?
Oh, I'm smashing, dude. I'm checking that score. That score that Matt Olson bases might pay for the party, bro. It might at least pay for the cake. I mean, something, the presents, I don't know, but I'm pulling that out. I'm getting the dads around me. We're sweating that out together. I'm
letting you know this right now. Anyone that's in chat or on this screen that says they remember their 5th birthday party is full of shit. They're not going to remember it anyways. They're 5 years old. Who gives a damn? Little Timmy, all he wants is cake and to run around in the mud. All right. I'm done running around in the mud. I'm smashing the hell out of checking the bets. I'm watching the game live, and I'm waving at the kids as they, get all dirty and have fun. Smash.
I'm going beer in this hand, phone in this hand, possibly standing at the grill, making sure everything's going fine. Absolute smash from me as well. All right, now it gets a little harder. So that was I got lofted you guys a softball to start. Now it gets a little harder. Your wedding.
Our own wedding.
I was gonna say your wedding, our wedding.
Your own wedding. Yeah. So you are getting ready for the wedding. It's the day of the wedding. And you place the parlay pre-wedding, and you're waiting for that last leg. You've already walked down the aisle. You're getting everything ready. And, man, you need that fucking Lamar Jackson ATTD, man. You really need it. Are you smashing, or are you passing, checking the score to see if Lamar broke the plane?
You said we already walked down the aisle, so this is afterwards is what I'm hearing, correct?
Yes, I know. All right, we're not all fucking psychos. We're not going to stand up there while we're doing our vows and say, oh, babe, sorry, hang on, let me check. Yes, the wedding is completed, so you are in the post-wedding action.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what their answer is. The post-wedding action has happened, but you are still wedding day. Are you smashing or you passing?
So. I'm gonna have to, be in this situation here in a short couple of months. Getting married in a nice Saturday in October. So me personally,
hang on real quick before you say something. I just want to say that Shaggy has the best fiance ever. That they conveniently planned the wedding around when the Chiefs had an away game, so they could have the
away
experience.
Game, bye week.
Yeah, good,
dude.
Sorry,
literally wedding honeymoon. We're not missing a home game, which is awesome. Shout out the Germany game. But so I don't think I'm gonna be actively watching. Probably not even actively checking, but I'm gonna have my boy letting me know what's going on. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's big brain activity. That's big brain activity because
that's
Lord
man
knows,
duties.
100%. Best man or even the ring bearer. You tell little Timmy, hey, I need you to keep eyes on this. All right. This is crucial. And he's now in. Hey, guess what? If we win, I'm kicking you $5. All right, whatever. But because Lord knows, you walk down, the night's never done. You say your vows, you walk back down the aisle. Now you got to start taking pictures with the whole fam. That's a groomsman activity. But Lord knows, Mrs. Shaggy, Miss SPJ, Mrs. Mush, they've been sweating out parlays with us throughout the whole dating and engagement. They know what happens on Sundays and on Saturdays. So is it a half smash? Is it just the tip just to see how it feels? Like, How do we clarify we're having the boys smash it for us? And well, figurative right now, Sandy. Figurative. But yeah, I mean, you gotta have eyes on it. But I might be contrarian. I might honestly be contrarian and say, there could be enough going on. Ugh, no, that makes me nauseous. Yeah, no, we're smashing. We're smashing,
Oh my
man.
God.
Come on. How did day
All
goes
right.
by?
I'm gonna smash, which is like I'm smash pass. I'm gonna not check it myself, but I'm 5,000% having somebody check that motherfucker for me and send me a text. That my Apple Watch is gonna be dinging for that for sure. Just
If the entire groomsmen party isn't all sweating the same damn thing together on the wedding day, who the hell is in your wedding party? You know what I mean?
What are we even doing? Yeah, exactly. All right, so that one was kind of a little bit of a harder softball. Like that was some fast pitch softball. Now we're going to the major leagues, boys. A funeral. Now, this is not a funeral of your own family member, so I want to get that out of the way. So it's not like your grandmother or a family member, a beloved one. This is just a funeral that you're going with somebody to maybe support or something like that. Are you smashing or are you passing? Checking whether to see Saquon got his rushing yards.
Imagine sitting. They're putting it down. You go, fuck yeah! What? They're lowering the casting. You go, let's fucking go.
Who was that?
I can imagine is fucking in Wedding Crashers when Will Ferrell has his moment, like when he goes to the funerals, like the funeral. Yeah, I know it is morbid. But I had to go, and like I said, I prefaced this by saying it was not somebody that you are directly related to, or like it's not like a because then that's an obvious answer. But
yeah, I'm probably just not going. No, I'm kidding. Landon, I've definitely done this. Dude, I'm a softie and I'm such like an empathetic person and I'm not afraid to admit that. Okay. I think on a day like this, we'll only bet on the night games.
That's a big workaround. Monday night football right there.
That's the workaround. Imagine going to a funeral on a Monday though. My God.
Is there a good day for a funeral? But I mean, I feel like I get what you're saying.
There really isn't. There really isn't. Oh, how let's go.
What's up, boys?
What up?
I saw you sitting down there. I was gonna bring you up, but you pressed the buttons yourself like you can do. What's up, dude? How's it going?
Chilling. I heard funeral talk, and I was like, I'm just gonna stay back here. No, I just popped in to say what up.
What up, NZ? Good to see you, brother.
You too. Yeah, I don't know if this is. I have to pick my garbage up, and my dog will eat the garbage when I'm not here at my desk. But yeah, if this is the new angle, then sure.
We got a sub-bang from Malik as well. Thanks, Malik.
We got sub-bangs. Let's go. Absolutely love when we get bangs all around.
All right, boys. So you guys,
Bang! It's good.
You guys cook up them winners, and I'll make sure I send the meme later to make sure.
Are you Giants? I can't remember. Are you Giants?
Yeah, I'm a Giants fan.
Okay.
We'll see. Before you leave, do you have a pick for the kiddos? You got to have something.
For just tonight, for anything, or for this prize picks?
Anything that somebody can press some buttons on.
Mercury plus 7.5. Go peep the scribbles.
Boom.
Merc.
I
could get down on that. Oh, we got Vsauce in chat. Vsauce, what's up?
Vsauce.
Oh yeah, because Vsauce is randomly, I think, an Eagles fan as well. Unbelievable.
Eagles fan. What?
I believe so.
I liked V, and then I just changed my mind. So
I'll text you in a second, but yeah, I did actually. Mercury have won 8 games all year. They've won 7 at home. They're at home. They beat these guys at home. They're coming off the 10,000 point performance there. They've actually played pretty well since then. Give me them. Oh man, that just sold me too. That's what I love to see. Oops,
that a dog?
But yeah, they're the dog. Oh, W mods.
Love it even more.
W mods. Bang. And also Sophie. That might be your prop in this piece, but I'm not.
It may or may not be my prop. So definitely, it's in and out. That's not a good saying with this one. But it's a quick one. It's a quick one. So. All right. I'm gonna get going and let you guys get
You
to
did
the
pick
rest.
a great photo of her with the fucking ice, the three doing the three thing.
Yeah.
Shit was electric.
Vital, the play in chat. They're asking what the play was. It's Mercury spread or Mercury money line
Spread +7.5.
with a sprinkle on the money.
I mean, hey, keep the points. Give me the money.
Keep them bucking.
Not fully frozen.
I think we have a frozen shag, by the way.
I really
Oh,
am
shit.
frozen, aren't I?
Yeah, you.
Oh
are.
wow. We have a
Well, we can
we have a
hear you.
Walmart. We have a
Oh,
Walmart
look
check.
at Beep Boop in chat. What up, Beep? What up, Beep?
Dude,
Let's
what's going on,
go, man.
brother? I haven't heard from you in so long, dude. How are you? I love winning lineups, man. Beep,
Dude,
let's go.
I cannot wait to get out of the dog days, boys.
This
We
close.
And today we have a. We're about to be this.
We're getting a
close to-
taste.
we
We're
got-
getting a
we got
taste.
some-
Oh yeah, wait.
we
What
got some
time?
football tonight.
What time are the games tonight? 4:30 Pacific. Oh, 4
Yeah,
and 7.
7 Eastern,
7.
and then 7 and then 10.
Dude, I'm excited
The
about the
Texans.
Texans game, boys. I'm telling you right now.
You think
Don't
so?
look now. And I know that you're AFC South. Look out for the Texans in the AFC South, man. They're gonna be tough.
Ooh. Yeah, I know. I mean, CJ Stroud could have a pretty good season. And
D'Amico Ryans, yeah,
he knows what's up. He
he
knows what's up.
certainly does. That defense is going to surprise people. Go be a dad.
I heard the baby
dad.
crying.
W
And
dad.
then there were two.
And then there were Dose. And then there were Dose.
Yeah. Yeah, I like D'Amico Ryans gives me a lot of Mike Vrabel vibes, which,
Totally.
that linebacker presence, incredibly cerebral in the football field, and the guys, it seems like, just really like playing for him. So, but we have a Shaggy return. Let's go.
We back?
He's back.
You're back.
No,
All right.
we were. You were.
Oh.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're back. You haven't Walmarted in a long time, dude. It's been a while since you Walmarted.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? I'm getting the little
Scooby fixed
symbol
the
up
Wi-Fi.
top.
W
Yeah,
Scoop.
come on, Scooby. Good job, brother.
I
Appreciate that.
hate that. I hate that.
W
symbol.
Scoop.
Anybody here streams on StreamYard, whenever that little symbol pops up, that's when you know things are not going to be a good
Yeah,
day.
I've seen it for a
Um,
while. I was like, shit.
Oh no. Okay. So back to reality. So we had some fun with some Smash or Pass. Obviously, all right. Here, I'll give you one more. Shaggy, we can answer accordingly based upon our current situation. All right, Mush, this one's just for you. Only
Okay.
for you.
Sure.
Are you smashing or are you passing?
Bro. That is a fucking all caps PASSSSSS. No donka. No donka.
okay.
Not on the roster, cheek. Not on
All
the
right.
roster.
I'll give you a caveat though. You don't know this about her, so you just are seeing her and like listening to her talk
Yeah.
without this information. Does
Yeah.
that change your mind?
I mean, first off, if you're trying to get physical in the sack with someone that is sunburnt, I mean, you're gonna have to be like, oh no, ow, 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 don't pick me up and throw me around. Like, no, sorry. So like, if I start walking on the beach, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, let me go pick that up. The question is, how many in order to smash? And listen, she might be a real nice, genuine, smart girl, and I might be shallow. That you might have all just learned that about me. I might be a little bit shallow.
No.
It is gonna take. It's
A
gonna
bevy or
take
two?
probably the case of tequila, moon or fucking nooners to have her take me out of the bar in the Uber. That's essentially how
highest-
that would go.
Highest of nooners.
Not to be an
The
asshole,
highest of
but
nooners.
I like
Yeah,
what I like.
That's fair. I asked the question and you gave the answer, which is how. And I mean, I think everybody in chat pretty much agrees with you. But it is hard as soon as you know somebody's like opinion about something to look at their face and be like, oh yeah. Now I'm just
I
like,
hate
no,
her.
I don't know.
Since day one.
I don't even-
Since day one, I've never liked her.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Also, just because we have
Yeah.
names on the screen every single time, what's up,
Yeah,
Landon?
there we go.
How's it going, buddy? There he is.
You see 40 of Don Julio to the dome. Maybe we can rumble.
That deserves to be on the screen. Absolutely wonderful. What if her action's greened out? It doesn't sound like she didn't even know what the fuck Action Network is.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh,
thinks-
dude, no respect. That's like it's becoming a prerequisite. It's like, hey, let's say this starts working out between the two of us. It's a Sunday. We're hungover as shit. We're door dashing all day. I look at you at 9:50 and I say, baby, I have a parlay and I need you to ride. Are you riding? And if they go, no, I hate gambling. Bye. Sorry. That's the last time we're talking.
Yeah.
It's a prerequisite.
My fiance doesn't really like sports that much. She's not a big sports person. However, she loves it when your boy cashes a parlay. She loves
absolutely
it when your boy cashes a lotto. She loves those moments.
100%.
She's like, what happened? I don't know what happened. And I'm like, I got this person to get their fucking points. She's like, I don't know what that means, but let's fucking go. And I'm like, yeah, let's get it.
Without a single doubt, because look, we're going to be watching the games all day. So if you're watching them with me, you might as well care about them. And the only way to care about them is put your freaking 2 Starbucks drinks on it, if you want. Like, you put 10, 15, 20 bucks on it. Let's fucking ride. And T-Mac, I don't want to hear it that I'm going to struggle finding a lady that way, dude. I think that you're
see this
wrong.
man? You think he's going to struggle finding a lady?
Oh, come on.
I'm going to say this real quick because DC was on the show on Tuesday, and we cook a lotto as we do every show. And we ask a lot of questions on this show in our lottos. I know they're not. A lot of you guys just think we've just randomly pressed buttons, but this day we went 3 for 4. We actually went 4 for 5 technically, and the only thing that we needed was the fever to not shit the bed. What were they up like 15 DC in the fourth quarter?
Something big.
They were up big. And yep, Landon, shout out to you, brother. You said that it was Arenado and first AB, baby.
Bro, I miss Lando's screen time so goddamn much.
We've been trying to get him on the show,
but he's jersey, like selling picks, and just be like, okay.
We'll get him up here. We've been trying to get him up here, but his schedule's. He's a busy man around.
It's like the good old days, man. Oh,
some people call it busy, other people call it cowardice.
Oh, all right, Landon, you've been talked to. Been spoken to by Mush. It already paid out, baby. It's good. Oh my god, here we go. Cardinals to win the division, and you get it on a t-shirt. Let's go.
Ba-bang.
Ba-bang. Okay. All right, boys, let's have some fun. So today, as you guys know, we are going to be cooking up a season-long entry in honor of the NFL returning. It's kind of returning. It's like pre-cum kind of, but you know what I'm saying. Still feels good. So we're there. We're almost there. It's close. But we get to watch real football tonight, which is important. And I do think that some of these preseason games are going to be a little bit more intense and a little better than some past seasons, just because there's so many rookie quarterbacks. There's so many new coaches. There's so many new offensive coordinators that are all over the league. So a lot of these games actually might be legit to watch for at least a quarter rather than like not even having it on in the background. Right. As you were saying, Mush, Shaggy, when you were kind of Walmart and we were talking a little bit about the Texans and Patriots game tonight and how the Texans could be, one in that category, new head coach, new rookie quarterback, in a division that is not great in a lot of ways. So there's a lot of things that they could do. And the Patriots, I mean, is Mac Jones the guy? Is Bill Belichick going to somehow pull this team up into something in this division, or is it just going to be the Jets, Dolphins, and Bills fighting out for the top? And then you wrote about, dude, what a fucking division. Going to be nuts. And then Shag, you wrote about the other game, which is the Vikings and the Seahawks, right? Am I correct?
Yep, Vikings, Seahawks.
Beauty. And I'll let you go ahead and talk about that, and then we will dive into cooking up this Prize Picks entry with you guys. We're going to do this on Prize Picks because I couldn't find a book where you could actually place season-long props together. So Prize Picks will be our option for this. We will place it all together. You guys can ride with us if you want to. As Mush said in the beginning, you're welcome to press the buttons however you so please. You can also say you guys suck and you can fade us if you'd like. That's also fine. But we want to do it with you guys. We want your help. We want to see what you guys are thinking. Some squares out there are really nice. So get in the lab if you haven't already. We got, shit ain't hitting at all. Yeah, Arenado home run. See you later. So Mush looking handsome. What's up, handsome?
How you doing? What up, Alec? Appreciate the love.
Okay.
Appreciate the love.
As always. All right, Shag, go ahead and talk about this second game tonight a little bit.
Yeah, so we got the Vikings taking on the Seahawks out in Seattle. I did write about this one and a couple other plays for the weekend preseason week 1. You can check it out at bettingnews.com as always. I took the Vikings on the spread at I got +5, minus 115. I think the Vikings can keep it close. I think they can win outright. It's a preseason game. Who really knows how much these starters are going to play? But the Seahawks are much more beat up than the Vikings are. I think the Vikings have a lot to prove this year. This might be the start of a good year for the Vikings, and I think it starts tonight with a win in Seattle. So I got the Vikings covering the 5.
Nice, good number too. 5 points. They can lose by a field goal.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, keep it close.
Shit's gonna get incredibly weird at the end in the second half in the fourth quarter. As always in these games, You're gonna see guys play football that you probably will never see play football ever again. But they're out there. They're trying to win a job. So
boys love it.
You guys want it? They love it. Absolutely love it. It's a staple on this show, Mush, that we have a Scooby and a Freddie Bang literally every single show.
That's absolute W bangs. Always welcome.
Always welcome the doggy bangs. We got a Carly.
What the dog doing?
What up, Carly?
What's up, Carly?
That dog there.
Dog's not doing what it's supposed to do.
It's supposed to be sleeping.
Take a nap.
All right. So before we dive in, let me talk about this because I texted Landon this morning, and I don't text Landon very often, but I texted Landon this morning because I was looking at the slate, that shitty ass baseball slate, and I was like, bro, you know how much I hate fucking betting on Paul Goldschmidt. But I looked at the numbers and I was looking at it and I was like, it might be Goldie today. So I texted Landon and I said, is it Goldie today? And he said, I already sent a shit to Sandy. It's fucking Goldie today. So I have my hard-earned coin on Paul Goldschmidt today, Landon. I mean, mostly because of me. But you did sign it on approval. So if he goes 0 for 4 with with 3 strikeouts, as he normally does when I have coin on him, I might never bet on him ever again. He is so due. It's unreal. He also mashes the pitcher for the Rays tonight. It's kind of partially my sell job from one of my plays today, but it's Goldschmidt. Plus 105. Ride it if you want to. He's probably going yard. Let's go. Chiweenie. I love that your dogs are Chiweenies, dude. It's fantastic.
Well, just Scooby. Scooby's the Chiweenie. The Freddy's like a Jack Russell Terrier and a wiener dog.
Yeah, prayers for Sandman. I don't know if Sandy's still in here. He might just be listening, but he's watching 7,000 bets right now.
I was going to say, he's still got half the slate to sweat out.
Yeah. Also, like, literally that entire Blue Jays game sold his fucking soul. Dude. Yes, and the Jays to the sun. Indeed. Okay. Enough. Sorry. Keep getting sidetracked. Enough. Let's dive in. All right. So, Mush, I know you need probably a minute to find your glory. So I will give you a second to do just that.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm going to go first. This is my square that I love the most, and you guys are going to say that I'm a fucking homer. It's not this guy. Just so you know, it's not Derrick Henry. Although I do like his over 9.5 touchdowns if you'd like to dabble with that number on Prize Picks. It's 8.5 on the books, but he's probably getting 10+ touchdowns this year. So don't hate that look. However, for me, what I am doing, what I would like to put in this entry, bring up my notes because I made notes today, is DeAndre Hopkins over 4.5 tutties. Now, obviously, DeAndre Hopkins, big splash signing for the Titans. This is minus 125 on the books if you like getting like a value play here. So you are getting a little bit of an additional value on a Prize Pick square at over 4.5 for D-Hop. But this is more about the fact that I feel like that this is a little bit of a disrespectful number for D-Hop. Obviously, he has injury issues. He could miss some time this season, but I really don't think that's going to be a problem. He has 5+ touchdowns in 7 of his last 8 seasons. That's including seasons that he didn't play a full 17 games or 16 games, depending on the season. He only played 9 games last year, and he still had 3 touchdowns. He had 10 games in 2021. He had 8 touchdowns that season. This is also about the fact that Tim Kelly is the offensive coordinator for the Titans this season. The last time that Tim Kelly was an offensive coordinator was in Houston in 2019. That's when D-Hop played for Houston. He had 104 catches that season, and he had 7 touchdowns. Now, I know that it's Deshaun Watson throwing him the football, completely different environment. However, they're going to try to get DeAndre Hopkins the fucking football. That is going to be priority numero uno besides getting Derrick Henry the football in this offense. Lastly, the last time a stud wide receiver played for the Titans, I cry about it every fucking day, was A.J. Brown. Obviously not a Titan anymore, plays for the Eagles. The last time that A.J. Brown was with the Titans for 3 seasons. His rookie season, 2019, he had 8 touchdowns. 2020, oh, did you lose me?
No,
You're back. You're back.
2020, he had 11 touchdowns. 2021, his last season with the Titans, probably had the worst offensive coordinator in Tennessee Titans history in Todd Downing calling plays that season, and he still had 5 touchdowns. That was the main guy in Tennessee those seasons. That was the priority to get him and Derrick Henry the football those seasons, and he cleared this 4.5 number. I love this D-Hop number at over 4.5. I think he could have 6, 7, maybe 8. The Titans love to get into the red zone and run a lot of play action to Derrick Henry because he requires so much respect. I feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunities for D-Hop to really eat in those situations. He's not going to probably score a lot of 60, 70 yarders, right? It's just not how D-Hop rolls. But I really love this 4.5 number. I think it's too low. And, yeah, that's my play. I dabbled in some other stuff, but this was the one that just kept coming back to me. And the more I kept looking at it, I was like, this is what I want to roll with. So that is the play. Yes, Adam, we want the plays from you. So please drop them in here as much as possible. We want to know what you guys are on too, so we can cook this together. So yeah, that's me. That's what I got. Over 4.5 for D-Hop. I like it on the books too. It's -125. It's a little juicy if you want to play it on the books as well as an individual play. I think he should get 5, like I said. He might even flirt with 10 if he has a really good season in this offense. If he stays healthy. So
I mean, who else? They have to throw passing touchdowns to someone. And when you're bringing in a future Hall of Famer compared to what they had in that room last year, certainly going to have more focus on him, which may open up opportunities for everyone else. I love this number at 4.5. I love the play, and I am totally cool backing it.
Let's go. They do have
especially with the pick that I'm going to be suggesting and wanting you guys to tell I'm okay with D-Hop and over 4.5 receiving tutties.
I can't wait for you to sell your shit, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they have Traylon Burks, who I think is going to have a really cheeky big season this season in this offense, and obviously you got to deal with Derrick Henry vulturing a bunch of touchdowns. But that's I don't know, it just feels too low. If he stays healthy, I think this is cool. You said price big square. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Mush, would you like to go now, or would you like to?
Why not?
Okay.
Here's the deal, friends. Derek Carr will have more than 300-yard passing games this year.
Oh yeah.
The strength of schedule that the Saints are going up against is abysmal. If you look up the bottom 11 defenses last year, they face 8 of them. And that's about as far as I got in the last few minutes. But I've had this one on my radar for weeks. Only 3. He has the most talent on offense that he's seen. Arguably, I mean, he had a good offensive line a few years, but I think a combination of Michael Thomas being somewhat injured and just disinterested in the way that, what was going on post Drew Brees with the Saints, I think he's going to come back, and his route tree really complements Derek Carr's abilities as well. A lot of check downs for Kamara coming on later in the later stages. Chris Olave is a stud. Chris Olave is a top, certainly a top 20, but potentially moving into a top 15 receiver in the league. He is an absolute stud. But I mean, you're looking at the Bears, who they face, and we'll just go through their schedule here. They have the Bears in week 9. They gave up the most points in the league last year. They have the Vikings in week 10. They had in the final 8 weeks of their season, they gave up a 92.7 QBR. They did bring in Brian Flores as their defensive coordinator. I'm a big Brian Flores guy. I think it's a shame what happened to him in Miami. But they have the Bears, Vikings, Colts, Texans, Jags, Falcons, Giants, and Lions. Those are all ranked from 22nd best in the league all the way down. I see him absolutely eclipsing 3. The year before last, he had 7. He's a baller, and if these games that he's in get a little bit out of hand, then he is also one of the best comeback quarterbacks in the league. No one likes to hear that, but I mean, I can call my shots right now. He'll probably have a 300-yard game against Chicago at home, week 9. Week 2 against Carolina. You look again who he's going up against. The NFC South is abysmal on defense. It's always a shootout. And the NFC North on defense, they used to be something. They're not really that great either. But with the game at home against Detroit, that should be 300. Chicago could be 300. Carolina could be 300. They faced them twice, obviously. The Giants in week 15. You have the Falcons in the final game of the year. So I think Derek Carr over 300-yard games. I'm all in on Derek Carr. And are we going to talk like value plays outside of the Prize Picks entry later, or should I talk about that right now?
Go for it, man.
Last I saw it, plus 4,000, the Saints to be the last team to be undefeated. So if they're the last team to take an L, it's plus 4,000. And I know that you guys faced them in week 1, SPJ. If they can get through week 1, they could get potentially to week 9, week 10, still undefeated. Potentially. At plus 4,000, that could be a cheeky play for a quarter of a unit or a half a unit or 2.5. How you doing?
Depending on how you want to do it.
Yeah.
Actually, so Shaggy and I talked about this offense because obviously no Kamara for the first 3 games of the season. They just got Kareem Hunt though, and I forgot.
Did they actually sign him?
I thought that I'm pretty sure that deal went through.
I know they brought. Yeah,
sure.
I think I saw.
They also have Jamal Williams that I fucking forgot about. They signed Jamal Williams as well, which is, I mean, all 3 of those running backs, if they did get Kareem Hunt, indeed, there's double. Oh, he's not signed. Okay, my bad. Sorry, apologies. Okay, we were talking about it. I thought that it went through. My bad. But they still have Kamara and Jamal Williams, both really talented receiving running backs. That adds to that value of these 300-yard games. And you got 2 wide receivers that are W1s basically on the outside that are going to be competing for targets. They still have Jimmy Graham. Don't forget about him. They got that 6'6" fucking monster of a tight end. Back.
Yeah, he'll grab a couple. And I think they have a Jawan. I think Jawan Johnson is the guy that started coming into his own towards the end of last season, and they brought him back. He's huge. He's massive.
He's a big dude.
And they got Taysom Hill. Don't forget too. I mean, they got a lot of weapons, like you said. They have a bunch of weapons. There's got to be 300-yard games on this schedule, especially with this division. So that could be sneaky. They could be sneaky. This and the thing that we didn't talk about, which is the icing on the fucking cake to this entire thing, is they probably have top 5, if not top 3 defense in the league. They have one of the best defenses in the entire NFL. The only reason why they stayed relatively relevant last season was because that defense is nasty and they kept them in games for the most part. So, yeah, you think the defense is overrated?
Reaper, I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure Reaper is like 17 years old and just a diehard Steelers fan. And so whatever Reaper says, it's great. We love Reaper, community member. Okay. But you know what I mean? Take it with a grain of motherfucking salt, Reaper. I'll see you week 1, Reaper.
Oh, proclaim something about bro, the Saints about to have to disrespect the boys week 1. Are you talking about the Titans?
Yeah, he's talking about the Titans.
Shall we make a friendly wager, my friend Proclaim? Because we can do that on this channel.
Surely we can make that happen.
We can make that happen because I'll have to look at the lines and see what's appropriate around these parts. But give me the tits, baby. Week 1. Sorry about your plus 4,000 mush, but give me the Titanians to get the job done. No Kamara for 3 weeks, boys and girls. That's a huge deal.
That's huge.
Huge deal.
You're
like respectfully, no.
Yeah, no. I will say that if I were to not do Derek Carr, it would the easiest square on the entire NFL season long board last year was Bosa sacks. I think that would be super exciting to have a sack square. Best defense in the league by far. Bringing in Javon Hargraves, having Javon Kinlaw coming back. Eric Armstead is only getting better. Drake Jackson, stud. It's at 15.25, but Nick Bosa's he's best at what he does.
If he doesn't get hurt, he's probably getting this.
Knock on wood, man. Knock on wood. Come on now. Go knock on that tree. But sorry. But yeah, I mean, let's live a little bit, man. I would love to back Derek Carr this year. So that's what we're rocking with, 100%.
I approve. Yeah,
cool. Definitely.
Very, very sneaky, man. I think we're gonna get great. We're gonna get great value, dude, on this Saints team for the first half of the season until people start to pick up on it. Because no one's talking about it. I mean, dude, Derek Carr, man, you can't do anything with having just the worst defense in the league for your entire career, having new offensive coordinators for your entire career, new coaches. You know what I mean? Like, I, as a Niners fan, right, was so out on Alex Smith. And I'm not comparing Derek Carr to Alex Smith. Derek Carr, I think, has more ability than Alex Smith, but mobile quarterbacks, dogs at the end of the day. And look what Alex was able to accomplish when he went with Andy Reid and got in that system with the Chiefs. Again, not comparing the head coach for the Saints to Andy Reid, but I'm a believer in DC, bro. I'm a believer. What do you got for us, Jag?
Yeah, we saved the best for the third-legged last.
Well, you guys know it's going to be a Chiefs guy that we're going to sweat out. I'm taking Travis Kelce. I'm taking his receptions. 95.5 receptions is what we need. He's cleared this number in 4 of 5 seasons with Mahomes at the helm. Last year, he did have the most targets and most receptions he's ever seen. Last year, he had 152 targets, 110 receptions. He's had 100 plus in 5 of his last 6 seasons, or 4 of his last 6 seasons. He's had 92 in the year. He did not make it, but he's had 100 plus in 15 games, playing 17 games. I mean, who else is Mahomes going to throw to? This wide receiving core has a bunch of question marks. Travis Kelce is going to be the guy. He's only had 2 games in his career with Mahomes where he's seen less than 4 targets. This guy just gets open. He gets the ball from Mahomes. He's their number 1 option. He's going to get a lot of looks. So I love him to go over this number. I think he has 100 plus receptions easy.
I can't argue with you, dude. Like, it's Travis Kelce, man.
Right.
Like, he's probably going to get, if he doesn't, have some weird shit happen this season, he's going to get 160 fucking targets again, probably.
Exactly.
Like, how can you not take this?
No, I mean, it's especially, and we saw with Tyreek Hill leaving, that just gave Kelce so many more receptions, so many more targets. Now you see Juju Smith-Schuster gone as well. Like I said, this receiving core, bunch of question marks. Don't know who's going to step up, but we know Travis Kelce's going to be there. He's going to find ways to get open, even if you double, triple team him. So,
where did Juju go again? Why can't I remember where he ended up?
Patriots.
He is a Patriot.
New England.
Just saw that. Yeah,
Sure.
we might see him running a couple of those routes this evening. We'll see what happens.
Sure.
Sure, absolutely. Old TikTok boy. Yeah, guys. I like all 3 of these squares, and I'm not just saying that because we put them together, but I really do like these. I like these 3 squares. Yeah, Shaggy, fuck off. I got a good feeling about this one. No. 2 TikTok boys giving me PTSD. Yeah, I bet. Steelers fan. Sorry, brother. So we've got Kelce over 95.5 receptions. We've also got a very diversified portfolio. We have Derek Carr 3+ 300-yard games loaded up right there, and then my square is DeAndre Hopkins over 4.5 receiving touchdowns. Obviously, all Moores. Now it's your chance, guys. This is
Obviously.
when we are going to obviously. There might be some lessons that are worth looking into, but I hate betting unders, dude. So now this is your chance, guys. We need to know what you guys are seeing out there. Let's find some value together on the board. Drop your favorites in the chat. We'll have a little gander ourselves, look at some numbers, and see where we need to add some other stuff in here. So Swift rushing
Myles
yards is
Garrett.
one. Myles Garrett over sacks.
Myles Garrett
For
over
my
sacks.
life.
For T-Mac's life. Really?
No, the question is, T-Mac, if this doesn't hit and we have to go to your funeral, can I check to see if the parlay hits?
We
That's
need
the question.
14. Yeah, right.
Miles
14.
Garrett sacks.
14 and a
T-Mac's
half.
life.
For the life.
That's a lot of
Reeves?
sacks, man.
That is a lot. That's a lot of sacks. Reeve Trees likes Swift over rushing yards a whole lot. I could see it, but they have such a busy fucking running back room. That's really scary to me.
It's true.
Thielen over
One.
a 100 receiving yard game. I did look at that. That
Dude,
was nice.
yeah, Thielen is one that I've been thinking about as well. But it's like, how cheeky do we want to get with this season long sweat? Because it's like we could have Thielen in there. We could also have Tyreek in there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But
Sure.
again, I put Derek Carr in the fucking entry. So,
Dude, the thing is like I don't care if it's fucking we're betting on slaps. If shit's hitting, then that's fine. But I
was gonna say, for another sack, I wonder what T-Mac thinks of the Eagle, Max Crosby, because he's at 11.25. I want to say, with who they drafted in there.
Yeah, 11.25.
he's also he's pissed. Did you see the headline today that he's pissed he's not playing in the preseason?
Really, I love that.
He's fucking pissed. He was like, I want to play, man. And like that's the type of dude that you want on your fucking that you want to bet some fucking sacks for, you know?
This is what Reaper likes. Alex Highsmith.
For 9.5.
10
Reaper.
sacks from a little linebacker.
I mean, it is that Pittsburgh defense,
Right.
and he's on the other side of Watt, so I don't hate that. I like that.
Tucker
All right,
field
what
goal.
else do we got? Tucker field goals, that could be free.
33.5.
It depends on if you think Lamar is going to fucking shove in this.
We got to draw a line somewhere, boys.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not doing field goals.
Put the kicker on the field. Put the kicker on the field. I don't want that coming out of my fucking mouth once, bro. I need more kicks.
I need more
Get
kicks.
Tucker out there.
And dude, if it's anyone, give me Evan McPherson, bro. I'm such an Evan McPherson guy. Sacks, tackles.
Evan McPherson,
I was
dude.
gonna say, I don't know. What are we thinking? Where do we want to dabble?
So we have 300-yard games. We have receiving touchdowns. Do we want to put a running? Oh wait, no, we don't have a running back yet.
Yeah, we don't have anything rushing.
Can we maybe go back to the Adam Thielen 100-yard game?
We can
Right
go back
there.
to the 100-yard game for
Absolutely.
Thielen.
Because there was one, I can't remember who it was, but there was one that was next to him who was also over one that felt kind of free. So it wasn't. So if you go to the 100-yard receiving games, it's the last. It's the last
Evan
guy.
Ingram.
Evan Ingram. Now Evan Ingram had a
Waller
coming out
could
party
be a
last
look.
season.
Waller
be a
could
look,
certainly
too.
be a look.
I
I could put anything Waller in this entry. I think that is way undervalued right now.
I could definitely get behind Waller. Anything.
Chat, what do we think on Waller this year? Is T-Mac still in here?
Let's see what options. Let's see what options we have for Waller. Yeah, there we
What
go.
we got for Waller?
We got tutties, receiving yards, 100-yard games, or receptions. So the only question with Waller is obviously if he stays healthy, right? Like that's
Yep.
Question with
stays healthy.
any square in football is are you going to be lucky enough that we're getting a full season out of them?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Everyone has this essentially, other than some glass folks out there. Yeah. There's reasons for that, Alec. There's reasons for that, for kind of what we're talking about. I'm so scared.
Oh God, see,
I'm
there you
so
go.
scared.
You can't be scared. No,
No,
but I
exactly.
think. All right, let's pick a Waller square then. Chat, what do you guys think? Which one's the best one?
Man, those
Fucking love
receiving
Waller, man.
touchdowns are screaming at me, but we already have one.
No, I can't.
Receptions, maybe. Receptions, maybe.
Sweating out receptions with Kelsey.
Oh yeah, fuck. I mean, I'm okay with
No,
doubling.
we can do 2 receptions. We got one vote for over 1,500 plus.
Like, bro, their receivers are Isaiah Hodgins, Darius Slayton, Paris Campbell. Jalen White is doing his thing. You don't know what you're gonna get out of Sterling Shepard. Like, he's gonna grub. I think.
Yeah,
I think it's certainly gonna grub.
Do we just go with these yards then?
Should we just take the yards?
If we want to diversify, sure. If we want to diversify, sure. 725.
Do we like the receptions better though?
I think it's one of those two for sure.
Do we think Darren Waller will average more than 43 yards a game? Yeah. Probably. 61 divided by 17.
Hello, Jake.
3.5 receptions for Waller. He would need to average 4 a game to eclipse 60.5.
Right.
All right, chat. This is your chance. Are we taking Darren Waller over 60.5 receptions, or are we taking the receiving yards? I mean, I could kind of feel good about both, to be honest. I think both.
Chef isn't in on Darren Waller, but Chef, think about who he's competing with on that team, and think about Dable.
Yeah,
Dable was no, because it's always been Bieniemy. Where the fuck did Dable come from again? Buffalo. Okay.
FanDuel has Waller at 625 yards. Wow.
Wow.
100-yard
discrepancy. That can't be true.
Ooh, Eckler. What about a cheeky Eckler?
I could ride with Austin. I love Austin Eckler, dude. Do we just ride with Chef and put fucking Justin Fields rushing yards in this bitch?
I feel pretty obligated to do that, but I've been seeing that they're going to try and have him pass a whole lot more this year. They got DJ Moore now. You know what I mean? He didn't really have much going, but for the meme, you kind of need to. But
the vibe.
Look at Chef is like, bro, why am I even friends with any of you, man?
Yeah, he's not happy.
He's literally unsub.
Waller's yards are 625 on FanDuel though, so that's 100 yards difference.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit spooked on it. All right, OB T-Mac.
Oh man,
Myles Garrett sell job, dropping on lines at lunch. TikTok tomorrow. Led the NFL in pass rush. Hold on, everyone. Oh Jesus Christ!
There we go. Led the NFL.
Added Darius and the Coronkwo teams. I mean, dude, I'm okay. I want to sack. I said it at the beginning. I want to sack square in here. If it's not going to be Bosa, then let T-Mac. You know, I trust T-Mac. T-Mac's all in on the NFL whole. So if it's not going to be Bosa or Crosby, then let's let the community decide. Let's let T-Mac with Garrett.
I'm down to ride a very, very, very good player that should just do very good player things and not like if he has a Myles Garrett type of season, he's probably going to get 15 sacks.
And they only got better on the D line. Same story with Crosby, same story with Bosa. So I can't argue that at all. I'm okay with Garrett.
Let's put him in. All right,
I just want to know is T-Mac ready for that kind of pressure though? That's what I truly need to know.
If this is the selling leg, then we'll have to figure out something.
Right.
But we won't know until fucking February, so we'll figure it out. So I just want to say, Jake, you did say about unders. Unders are welcome. I'm not opposed to putting an under in this, especially if it's a line that makes kind of like Waller, for example. Like that line is fishy as fuck. Why is his line 100 yards higher on Prize Picks than it is on the books? Be a good under spot, for example. The another one that's good here from somebody, who was it in chat? Where is it? Where the fuck did it go? Here it is. Total Slayer. Jonathan Taylor under rushing yards. Now that's gross, but that could be very cheeky, depending upon how you feel about shit. This I can't get behind because he could literally bust one run and you're absolutely
Right.
toast.
Gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll take
I'm okay. I'm okay with some unders for running backs.
I am also okay with that.
I mean, you want to know something that was wild is they have a 100-yard rushing game for Daniel Jones.
They did. I saw that.
They really.
But like, dude, Ramondre Stevenson, 1,000 yards. I don't know.
They have. This is one that I was looking at an under actually. That was unfortunately Reaper.
Like James Conner at 715.
Yeah, especially with how bad the Cardinals are going to be.
Yeah, they're not going to be running the ball much.
Right, they're going to be
know.
throwing all the time.
I'm sorry, dude, but I'm sorry. What about a Buffalo running back? We go with fucking motor Singletary under Damian Harris. Damian Harris is for the Bills.
Samaje Perine. You know, it's like, there's a little trappy though, but taking kind of lesser names. I don't know.
We don't have to find under. I was just saying that I'm open for unders. I much prefer to find some fucking overs because that's what I like to root for. But I'm just saying. Do we pick another stud, like a stud receiver to just go over his fucking yards, like I don't know, Justin Jefferson or some shit like that? Like
Free Flyer has a good point, and I wouldn't want to fade anyone on my own team, but I was just looking at Elijah Mitchell. He does get banged up. He's banged up right now. Jordan Mason was super reliable, and Tyrion Davis-Price didn't play at all, and he was like our second or third round pick last year, and they got totally injured. He's been looking great in camp. So it could be an under for poor Elijah, but, you know, am I wanting to nominate that into something that I'm going to be sweating out all season? Probably not, but it could be a good look for anyone out there.
What about this?
Oh, T-Mac, you're losing me a ton, bro. Are you trolling right now? Oh, QB, how you doing, Bubs? Are you trolling right now with James Cook being your favorite running back to draft in fantasy right now?
Been too deep in the lab, man.
I've heard a lot of good stuff around. Oh, TDP in camp. There we go. Okay. There we go. We're talking TDP. Dude. QB Vigiani. Okay, let's put. Are we putting Garrett in?
We got Garrett in there.
All right.
Yeah, we got Miles Garrett.
Why aren't we talking Jahmyr Gibbs? Lions running back. You look at what Jamal Williams did in that offense. They got rid of Swift and Williams. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. 4.5 rush touchdowns for this kid.
I don't like that.
There's no Swift, no Jamal Williams, like I said. And
wait. Should we go? We did talk about this before. Should we go back to this?
Yeah,
we didn't dive into the Eckler train, but I think that
they don't have his
Eckler.
receptions, but they have 5 receiving TDs or 575 receiving yards.
I mean, anything Eckler could be a solid season-long square to sweat out.
It's hard to pick though because he's obviously such a dual threat. You just don't know which side to take.
QB saying Amon-Ra. I'm all in on an Amon-Ra.
I could
want
get
him on
behind
my
an
fantasy
Amon-Ra
team. Yeah,
that 100-yard receiving square over 3.5 feels kind of nice.
You like that one?
I did look at that. I'm not.
That and or reception, but 100%.
Yeah, we could go receptions. I'm down.
Do not. Oh, it's Eckler. Okay.
Eckler receiving. Yeah. Okay.
Or the receptions. What do you think?
I mean, he probably should get 100 receptions, honestly.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically, do we want to go Amon-Ra or Jahmyr Gibbs? If these are community squares and QBs QB Vision is popping in for a little Amon-Ra, I'm totally down with that. I think he goes crazy this year.
I can get behind it.
All right, should we do the now? Do we just do the receptions or do we do the 100-yard receiving games? I'd feel like it's such a bozo if he got 100 catches and only had 3 100-yard receiving games.
Well, QB Vision actually said he liked the receiving TDs.
Okay.
But I mean, we could tweak it however we wanted to. But I don't know.
What do you guys think? Yeah, you like the
I mean, he had 106 receptions last year. I don't necessarily see him progressing, but with Jameson Williams playing more, he could take some targets away. But I mean, this guy had double-digit targets in I think 8 games last year, maybe 9.
Yeah.
And you have to think both of their receiving running backs are now gone. I mean, they do have Gibbs obviously, but like.
Yeah. He only had 6 touchdown receptions last year.
I'd say we do either the receptions or maybe the receptions or the yards. Let's do the receptions.
I would lean receptions with Amon-Ra.
Cool.
Are we
Beauty.
that chat with receptions? Again, you guys can press whatever fucking buttons you want to, but these are the ones that we're talking about. We want to do it together with you guys. I think we're down with Amon-Ra. We'll roll with the receptions. All right, we have 5. We need one more.
Mm-hmm.
Alex said we're sleeping on his square. What's your square, Alex? Or Alex, sorry. What is your square? I didn't catch it in the chat. Chef might never come back on the show again if we.
Yeah, I could get behind something Justin Fields related for Chef. We're more than obligated to, and I think we could find something for the guy.
I think we could also too. I made it maybe not his rushing yards, but because that is kind of the obvious one. But there's got to be something with Jay Fields that we could do.
I mean, dude, it could be his fucking passing yards. You know what I mean? If
Pass,
they're low,
what about
passing?
What about pass and rushing together?
Pass and rushing, 3750.
The combo.
3,000-yard year with 750 rushing yards.
Or you could have 1,000 rushing and 2,800 passing.
That would work.
That would do the job.
How many rushing TDs for Fields? Because it could be less rushing yards, but still using them in like goal line, red zone looks, you know? 7 rushing TDs?
Yeah.
7.
Yeah,
his rushing yards is only 825 and a half. What did he have, like 1,500 last year? I think he had like 1,300 rushing yards last year. I do see your point, though, about like, you know, they're going to not want him to run as much as he did last year, but you just can't take that out of his game. Like, I just don't think he's just going to – I do think that he's going to throw the ball more. I think he's going to have a good season, but I can still see him having some big fucking busted runs, dude.
He had
how many 100-yard games? Only 2?
100-yard games?
He had
2.
3 last year. He had a 95-yard game and 4 games in the 80s last year. 200-yard rushing games.
That screams push.
I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive that we're all blocked by Chef right now.
Yeah, he ain't here. He left. He said he was going to go get another beer, so he'll come back. And hopefully he comes back when we're talking about Justin Fields. I mean, I like the under, dude. Yeah, well, okay, now we have another Justin Fields lover in the chat.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive, baby. Do you like take your homerness out of it. Do you actually like any of these squares for Jay Fields? We're trying to figure out which one to pick.
Apparently that 100 plus was 2.5 a couple days ago.
Oh, wow. That under got nuked, I guess.
Right.
We got Amon-Ra in there.
Yeah, we got DeAndre Hopkins.
The 50-plus yard field goals made, dude. I don't want it. I want nothing to do with it. Do we have receiving yards? Do we want
We do
Like,
not
what do
have
we want another
receiving
quarterback?
yards.
Because we only have Derek Carr in there right now.
Yeah, I think I mean, the running back situation is also something that we could like maybe dabble in. Like, I mean, I think that Chubb could have a good season. Like, he could go over his yards. Like, that's a square that I was kind of looking at as it's like a very chalky one, but like,
I mean, the fact that we're talking about season long goats, people to do their job, and like, bro, Jalen Hurts is about to really just take this whole league over. Pass and rush TDs at 32.5. Like, Eagles team that is just so stacked. So stacked.
God,
Jalen?
Yeah.
I have to settle with you here, Mush. I fucking hate Jalen Hurts.
Dude, he's unhateable. He's absolutely unhateable.
I hate that guy. Absolutely.
How in the world could you hate him? He's so freaking humble. He grinds. He has handled every step of his playing career from college till now with grace. What is there to hate about Jalen Hurts?
I think that he is, and maybe, okay, I do not hate Jalen Hurts. I think that Jalen Hurts is wildly overrated.
Wow.
I think
In comes Nikki Picks to start going off.
He got the
Bat
bat
signal
signal.
is
He's
out.
coming.
Dude, I really don't, man.
overrated.
I'm
I don't think he's
in
bad.
on Jalen, bro. And listen,
Landon.
no, I got a lot of respect for him, and I think, bro, 66.5 completion percentage, 22 passing touchdowns, and 6 interceptions last year. Like, you know, he's not God walking the earth with only having 22 passing touchdowns, but he's. I mean, it depends who you're asking to rate him. You know, I think it depends who you're asking to rate him, but I think that he's fucking nice, man.
I don't dislike him. I just think that I think that he's overrated. I think that he got lucky that he is in a really, really, really probably the best roster in the NFL, top to bottom. I agree with this.
I agree with that.
I think he's a dog. I think he's good. I do not think he's bad. I just do not think that he's top 3 in the league. I don't even think he's top 5 in the league.
Yeah, it's wild that he got what? He literally got ranked 3rd in the NFL's top 100, ranked by players.
The players. Nuts.
Who have all the knowledge and respect in the world to give and earn.
We talked about this on the show. They actually they rated CeeDee Lamb over Jamar Chase. They rated Saquon over CMC. They rated, I can't remember what the other. Oh, they rated Justin Fields over Trevor Lawrence.
I mean, CMC arguably should have been the top spot, but I mean, I'm wearing the fucking shirt. Like,
yeah, I know, man. I know. All right, there's one that we haven't talked about, which I think we could dabble into, because I mean, we got to find one more, and we're getting, now we're getting a little distracted. I had to talk about Justin or Jalen Hurts stuff. What about Garrett Wilson? What do we think Garrett Wilson's going to do in
Garrett Wilson can certainly pop off.
I mean,
Garrett Wilson. Let's take a look at his squares,
because he was fantastic last season with fucking Mike White and Zach Wilson throwing in the football.
Yeah.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to not be able to find him.
No, they already have
8 receiving touchdowns. 89 receptions.
Yards. DC, I remember you talking about this on Tuesday now, man. Yeah.
Yards in the move.
Receptions. I mean, I think he had at least 300 or 400-yard games last year with, again, Zach Wilson and fucking Mike White throwing the football.
Right.
Yeah. Like, Allen Lazard is certainly going to take targets away from him. McCole Hardman's now in there.
Mm-hmm.
But McCole Hardman,
oh, yeah, McCole.
Isn't too much.
He only had 83 receptions last year. Plus, he's going to have to target share now. I'm not sold on Wilson.
Okay. Well, Ayuk futures. What do you think about that,
Mr. Ayuk?
Ayuk? Oh, dude, is Ayuk opt? Is he up on PP?
Yeah.
I can
Oh my
spell his
god,
name.
AIYUK.
I thought I could have sworn I saw.
Oh, I'm fucking.
There we go.
Yeah, there he is.
I am bricked. Yeah, I mean, no Debo, Ayuk, CMC discussion is crazy out of me. But yeah, here's the thing: is that I think that Ayuk now has Shanahan like in his pocket, where he was supposed to take off after his rookie year, so he's supposed to go off last year, and he was kind of like pushed down the depth chart a bit, but apparently he's matured. He's a leader for our entire squad, and is balling, and he's an athlete, and he's a stud. He has reliable hands, and he's getting involved in the blocking game, which I think was the biggest thing in our offense. I like all of these squares, but I mean, I'm going over with anything Niners related. But I would say,
I like this.
Yeah, I would say probably receiving yards is the oof. I don't know, because bro, everyone gets love in our offense, man.
Right.
Everyone gets love. Like he had over 1,000 yards last year. You know,
I kind of just like the yards, man.
with 8 receiving touchdowns.
That's not much.
He had 8 receiving touchdowns and over 1,000 yards, but Debo was out for a lot. I mean, what are Debo's numbers? Because I think he's about to get fed. I may need to jet here in a few minutes. I got a meeting in 15. But
yeah, there's Debo. I mean, he's about the same as Ayuk.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I think Debo could also be a pretty solid look. But again, Niners offense is tough to look at. I would say maybe finding a quarterback, or we don't go away from Justin Fields and we let Chef tell us what to do with Justin and just fucking run with it.
I think we do something with Justin Fields.
It's got to be that pass and rush yards, right?
Yeah, or just the rushing yards.
Or just the rushing yards.
Or we just run with that. We either do the pass and the rush. Did he get the pass and the rush last year?
No, it's passing yards. I mean, they're giving him like 800 more yards, I believe, than he had last year.
Yes,
he wasn't throwing for shit last year.
Yeah, passing yards, he only did 2,200 last year, but he ran for 1,100.
I just think that how bozo are we going to feel if we don't put it in and he has 1,100 yards again?
Right.
Rushing?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. He was pretty fucking unstoppable, man. Yeah, we're doing it. It's Justin Fields rushing. It's free. It's for chefs. There's no reason not to. It's Justin Fields rushing. And I love that entry. Let's look at this entry. We have our 3. I love D Hop receiving. I love who Derek Carr is going to face. Mm-hmm. Kelce receptions is a fucking. I'm not going to say it. We get T Mac doing all the research for Garrett. We're all on board for Amon-Ra or anyone in that Lions offense, and then we have this is money. I love it.
I feel good about this one.
There we did. You said it. Let's go. Let's go. All right, boys and girls.
Oh, and we got Chef. We got Chef guaranteeing some victories. Deal.
If Fields is the only one who sells, I'll refund you all. Wow.
Beautiful.
Wow. All right. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Your Betting News. Go follow all 3 of us as well. We will be posting this season-long entry that we all cooked up together. And if you guys want to ride with us, please do. But you don't have to press the button.
I'm literally entering it right now, boys.
Right now. Yep. Same Z's.
Yep.
I'm having the buttons are being pressed for me because I can't press those buttons right now.
Got you, brother.
He ain't selling, let's be honest. He ain't selling.
Nah.
He ain't selling. It's not happening. It's not happening. Well, if you guys enjoyed cooking up a season-long entry with us for the NFL, we are going to do this for the NBA and we're going to do this for the NHL for this season. So we will do that in the next couple of weeks because they're fun. We have a good time. Get to talk about some of the plays that we like, and you guys get to come in and talk about the plays that you like, and then we cook something all together as one, which is awesome. Boys, it's been a party.
We went almond raw receptions, right?
Yep, receptions.
All right.
Yep, over 95.5 receptions. We will be like I said, I'll make a graphic for it. I will post it on the Twitter, so you guys can follow and check it out when we get it all put together. And we appreciate you guys helping us put it together, because I mean, if I swear to God, if Myles Garrett sells this motherfucker, dude.
No, man.
I swear to God.
Listen, no bad vibes. We know that. No bad vibes.
Absolutely.
We're in.
Not.
I just put 111 on it. Keep the angel number alive. Bang.
Bang.
111, baby. 111.
Absolute, boys.
All right,
Much
go
love,
follow.
much appreciation.
Go follow this man right here at Not a Mush. You will see him around these parts more often. Go follow at Shaggy_bets as always, and go follow me. We will see you guys tomorrow for trivia. Gentlemen, any last words for these wonderful people?
Let's have a Thursday.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Let's fucking go.
Later, boys.
Peace.
Peace.
See you tomorrow.
What you know about rolling down in the down in the
Now I know we all be loving this shit right here.
about rolling.
What you gonna do?
Rolling.
What you gonna do?
Down in the rolling.
What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit.
What you know about